Hey, welcome back. This is Talking Business Weekly with me, Aaron Heslehurst. Now, many of us, myself included, have been forced to work from home during the pandemic, certainly drowning in a sea of emails and video conferencing. One company that's been riding the wave of this revolution in the way we work is the Indian software and outsourcing giant Infosys. And I've been speaking with its big boss, President Mohit Joshi, who described early lockdown as an adrenaline rush. So I asked, does he still feel the same way today?
Now things have settled down. I think there is a clear realization that there is going to be a new hybrid way of working. There's a clear realization that this crisis is not over yet. They'll continue working in this mixed manner of largely working from home for the next 5 to 6 months more. So I think it's moved from an adrenaline rush to now a realization that things have changed and that we have to respond to the new normal.
Mohit, we all know that COVID has refocused organizations and companies, to stay afloat, but also managing their workers. I mean, you have 250,000 workers spread all around the world, and all of a sudden there's isolation, mental health issues. These are things that typically you would imagine a president of an organization like yours wouldn't have to deal with, but you have had to deal with that over the last, say, 8 months. How have you coped with that?
I think the first thing is everybody has to believe in the fact that we're all in this together, that everybody in the company in with a common mission to do things for our clients, and that we're all in it together, I think is very important. So to that degree, for instance, Infosys has not had any layoffs. We've just announced a new round of promotions, special incentives for staff, salary hikes, and this goes to demonstrate that. The second piece is having a structured program. For instance, we have a program called HAIL, and we have a program called Ikigai, which are very focused on supporting employees, whether it's through helplines, whether it is through counseling sessions, whether it is through sessions not just with the employee but with their family members, so that they can cope. I think the most important thing, though, is letting people know that feeling uncomfortable or feeling stressed are very normal, right? Mental health is a real challenge for the planet as a whole. We celebrated Mental Health Day on the 10th of October. And the first important message that we gave to our teams is that it's okay. It's okay if you're uncomfortable. It is okay if you're feeling stressed. It's okay if you feel that things are out of, take time off, right? So for instance, we've had managers, we've given complete freedom to managers to allow their teams to have phone-free or call-free days, for instance, right? So it's little things like this, while making sure that there's an institutional framework available of help for our teams that has helped them cope with the crisis.
As we all know, we've gone from the office block to working from home, as I'm doing right now, as you are doing as well. Cloud computing, we all rely on it, and even more so these days. Cloud computing is actually going to get a boon from all of this, isn't it?
The most recent estimates are that cloud is going to $500 billion business by 2023. We see all of our large clients across industries adopting the cloud aggressively. And the cloud makes a lot of sense from a number of perspectives, right? It makes sense from a cost perspective. It makes sense from a resilience perspective. It makes sense from the amount of the sort of experiences that you can build for your teams and for your clients in the cloud.
Mohit, let me end on this. Any silver linings at all that have come from this pandemic?
Clearly, the opportunities for us are to work with our clients to shift their long-term cost curve downwards and to completely transform the way they approach the market, so the digital opportunity. We feel that the world will have to change. This new hybrid model of working, I think, is the new opportunity. It should be hugely advantageous in terms of our employee satisfaction scores being very high. But anyways, people prefer the flexibility that it offers to you. So I think that is the silver lining, the reframing of the digital opportunity and the reframing of the opportunity for employees to work in a much more flexible fashion.
Okay. Mohit Joshi, the President of Infosys. We really appreciate your time. Hey, listen, thanks so much for joining us. Stay safe and well, and we'll check in with you soon. Thanks. Okay, over to Australia now.